I'm just going to start off with I love you today because who knows where the reading's going to go and how things are going to go. But as long as you know I love you and that's why you stopped and you're here, then we're on the right, you know. So, hey, hello. I am Trip. This is Real Nature Trip. We do some tarot, you know, and I got cards. I got 3 decks in front of me, and I hardly ever use all the decks, but I'm still on this original one. Oh my gosh, what is the date today? Is today the 19th? In 3 days, it'll be 1 year since I bought this deck. Not making it official. I did some tarot. I was using like a drunk drawer, a junk drawer, not a drunk door, and I was just playing around. I was using playing cards like those bicycle, poker cards, and just saying whatever. And some people still said, "Hey, that connected." So, Spirit doesn't need you to buy like an official deck, but I bought the most official deck I could find, the original-ish, mostly original-ish. You know, yeah. Anyway, so I love you. Hello. uh, and what else we're gonna do? Oh yeah, let's make sure Spirit's in on this whole thing. I mean, let's make sure we're aware and we're all flowing and chill with this energy of Spirit that's gonna talk through us to us, and we love it. You know what? I saw real tarot people knock on their cards, and then I just added the kisses and hugs and yeah, might as well, right? Might as well. Where are we going with this? I do not know. Oh, by the way, I did on my last read that I published. I I spent the first few minutes talking about understanding what people mean by safety and that they're safe now, like all these future worries they don't have to worry about, and that they should just proceed with right now. They don't have to think about whatever. And so it was about, for me, it was about learning how to touch the now time and just be in it. And but as soon as I published the video, I went and looked at YouTube, and one of my friend of the channel, person who watches, has their own channel, and they put out something very similar, but she always says it better. Like she's got maybe more experience and better verbs and nouns. She's got a better vocabulary. That's what it's called when you get the words. And but and I feel like when you hear things in different voices, it starts to, But I don't know. I could be wrong. I will link it in the description. I've never done a link in the description, so bear with me. And so I'm looking forward to trying to do that. And then if I mess up, please don't yell at me. But it reminds me of when I used to teach calculus. Hello, I'm pretty smart. And when I was asked to teach calculus, it was my first teaching assignment, and they said, "Do you know how to teach calculus?" And I said, "Yes," because why say no? And I had taken lots of calculus in college, and but it had been 25 years, and so I was like, "Oh, well, give me the book." And I started reading the book ahead of time, like 3 weeks ahead of time. I couldn't make sense of it. It was like reading a different language, and I remembered YouTube was invented. I bet somebody put videos out. And man, I'd watch like 3 different videos, and I started finding the people that really spoke the clearest to me. And always by the third video, I was like, I got this. And I tried to explain that to kids, like, hey, you do this. And no, they did not want to do it. I should have been tougher on them. I'm elegant again. I'm at home. I'm not done working for the day, but I'm done working for a chunk of time. So I came home to do a few chores and do a reading back on my home turf. Oh, I miss. There is a feeling right here. I'm so in a comfort zone. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to whoosh, smack you around. I mean, I built this little area for me, and then eventually it became this place for the tarot, and I really love it. And when it's wintertime and I'm not out here, I'm like, oh, I'm just doing tarot on my couch. So, all right. That's enough. Enough talk, Trip. Spirit says, get into it. What energies are we talking about? What's the past energy that we might be looking at? Four of Pentacles. Pentacles. You know, sometimes this guy looks like he's holding on tight, and sometimes he just looks like, hey, this is what I was given. This is what I'm dealing with. I'm holding it, but I'm not holding on tight. I mean, one of them is resting on his head, but there was something kind of holding on, and maybe it has to do with that safety, that feeling of like bracing yourself for things. Do you ever notice that? Like, have you ever felt like you didn't even realize you were kind of just tense, holding on, bracing? I like the word bracing yourself. You're bracing yourself for something, whether you knew what the thing was or not, or just because there was an unknown, maybe. But that's the energy we're talking about at a time when you were like brace for impact, you know, basically, right? Brace for impact. Okay, current energy. What are we talking about? Four of Wands. This is beautiful. That's a 2 4s in a row, and it was 620, which averaged to be 4, like a 6 and a 2. Add them together is 8 divided by 2. It's 4. It's a couple of 4s. So, what are we doing? This is. It feels like you've come to the end of something, and now it's worth celebrating because of the work put in and the, you know, like I always look at this as a post-harvest celebration. You know, when you've got the time and you've got the spirit of, you know, like, hey, we're done. We can now relax. We can now let our hair down. We can now wear loose-fitting, nice clothes and just chill and dance and talk to each other. We're not all about like doing all the reaping. Reap, R-E-A-P. Yeah. So it feels like, so right now it feels like with you are at a point where you're able to look back and go, wow, look at what I've done. Look at what I've accomplished in this realm, you know. And I'm seeing accomplishments mostly in the heart, because you know me. That's what I'm talking about. That's what this whole channel's about. You and me and our hearts. And so I feel like when I see this, you're realizing that's what it is. It's not like, oh, I've notched an achievement or whatever. You're realizing what you've done. Oh, that is beautiful. It's giving me the choke ups. You're realizing what you've been able to do. So where is this going? What's the future energy? The Chariot. Oh, look at. This one feels a little stuck. This one feels a little go, go, go. This one feels a little no, 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 and then go, go, go. And then in between, it's kind of this awareness of where you are and understanding. I feel like there's like 4 pillars of awareness and understanding and growth and something else, you know, heart, I don't know. And it's taken you to this, you know, when I see the Chariot, sometimes I feel like destiny as well. Like, okay, you are now in the seat of destiny that you were designed for, and or you're moving toward it, you know, in this chariot. Never really hit that O very hard hit the O, never mind. All right, the Chariot. Okay, well, what is the desire? The desire for all this? Spirit says shuffle. Don't cut, shuffle. I do what I'm told. The desire. Wild card. Oh, wild card. Oh, I didn't name it. Excuse me. There is this nature and strength are the 2 words that want to come to me, because she is not putting anything false on her, right? There's nothing but her, and there's nothing but this other beast, and so it's just real and it's natural. like real nature trip. No, but yeah, it's talking about strength and real. That is the desire to find your true strength, to tap into your full true strength. So here it is. Here it is. Um, Mind if I talk about me again? Okay. So there's been a shift in the way I've been speaking to spirit, talking, asking the universe, God, this creator, source, energetic, conscious force, the collective, my inner child, my future self, whatever. I talk to it daily. I do a morning thing now, like the last few months. I'm doing a morning before anything else, maybe minus going pee first. Or sometimes I wake up too early and I turn the TV on to make me fall back asleep, and then I'm up, and then I mess that up by, whatever. But when I can do it right, the first thing I do is pray. And when I've been praying for strength, I used to say, like, give me the strength, whatever. And I've got the real feeling, succinct, the real feeling that Spirit wanted me to pray for finding my strength. Like, oh, Spirit was adamant about this, that you have everything in you already. Oh, body, mind, spirit, baby. So my daily prayer, my daily talk, my big talk before I, just text and stuff back and forth throughout the day with this spirit is now, I ask for the strength I need to be brought out in me when a situation arises where I need it. Instead of just being all strong all day, just be like, hey, you gave me a strong body and a strong mind, help me bring it to the table as needed. And I feel like some of you are right in that boat right now. Like, you're needing strength, you're asking for it, and this is a reminder as well. Like, hey, it's in you. Ask for it to be brought out, not to be given to you, because it's already been given to you. So, this read is giving me the chills. Is it because I'm home? Is it because of you? By the way, new people, thank you. This is beautiful that you're here. I'm having a little ramp up of new people coming in. It's really fun because, I still live on Earth. It's one of my pentacles, right? This channel's one of my pentacles. Okay, so that's the desire. That strength when you need it. Okay. So the challenge. Dum bum bow. Should we cut for the challenge? Top card. The challenge. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Holding back, right? Holding back a little bit. Measuring things. When you measure, you compare. And, oh, yeah. And so the challenge for you right now, it sounds like you're questioning the strength and comparing it and measuring it and like, do I have enough? Do I have enough? Do I have enough? The answer is yes. But the solution, Three of Hearts. Man, if I could pick any card, I wouldn't have picked that card. I mean, I say Three of Hearts. Three of Swords. I did this, I named Wands swords the other day. I said 27 was 3 squared when it's really 3 cubed the other day. So the lesson here is, don't ever believe me unless you believe me. But why is the 3 of Swords, how is that helpful? How is this heartbreak helpful? I feel like Spirit, what are you saying? Are you saying you got to face it? Like, don't run away from it? That's the viable thing right now. Let's read it. Three of Swords. Swords. Wands. Swords. Ace, 2, 3. So this is think solution to finding your strength when I read these words, and maybe one word usually jumps out at me. Three of Swords, betrayal, tearing your heart apart, often a love triangle. Division, affair, treason, heartbreak, breach. Ugh, that sounds heavy. That sounds heavy. Oh, no, no. I know exactly what Spirit's saying now. You're not going to like it. Let's just skip it. No, we can't skip it. We're here. We're here. The cards are on the table. So, Spirit's saying, do not avoid these tough situations. This is where the strength comes out. So, maybe some of you have been avoiding something that's going to hurt. And every time you avoid it, put it on the back burner, whatever it is, you don't lose strength, but you lose the feeling of strength, right? Every time you avoid facing something, you don't lose strength, but you lose the feeling of strength, which in practical terms makes you feel like you lost strength, right? I mean, like it's gone. I don't feel it. So, but this is Spirit saying, open your eyes, and face this thing. These things. And I'll let you know. About half my life ago, I was at a crossroads and I let myself fall deep into the pit. And I did it on purpose. I wasn't feeling like a depression or anything, but I was like, I was on my own. I had no communication. I didn't own a cell phone. I was in a new apartment on the other side of the country. And I didn't have internet, and so there were 3 weeks where I really didn't talk to anybody except for using a phone card at a pay phone every once in a while. And I was so isolated, but it took me, and I was like, instead of avoiding sinking into this deep feeling and seeing my fears, I fell all the way down into the pit. It was a dark, deep pit. Let me just say it. And when I got down there, the big dragons that I thought were going to devour me, they actually seemed a lot smaller, and they kind of scampered away as I faced them, you know? And then I climbed out of the pit and I realized that these dragons were so small. Yeah. And so I feel like that's where you're going. And man, going back to this beautiful Lady and the Beast card, I feel like we're at that level. Like it feels dragon slaying level. It feels knights and armor and all that stuff. Even though the rest of the cards all have it, like, but this is the one that where it feels like it. There's something about feeling it. And that's what Spirit is hammering inside my head. Like, feels like. So we need you to feel your strength. Superman pose, Wonder Woman pose, whatever it is. Okay. Now we're going to do some interpersonal stuff. Let's talk about you. Knight of Pentacles. You're so ready. You're so ready. Look at. Chariot, Knight of Pentacles. I feel like the Chariot's bringing you to this beautiful horse, this big, strong. I mean, of any of the horses, this is closest to the Clydesdale, you know. It's just, the stature is big. And it's a dark horse. And, you know, you are now adept at riding your dark horse. I don't know how many personal stories I'm going to tell, but my mom had a black horse named Shadow. No shit. Named Shadow. And Shadow reared back one day when she was far out doing some reenactment of some sort, and it landed on her and ripped her foot almost completely off her body because it was stuck in the stirrup as the horse rolled off. And several surgeries later and whatever, and almost not making out of it surgeries, her shadow almost killed her. Because I don't think she was ready to ride her shadow and be, you know, one with it. And she is now, like recently. I mean, that horse is long gone, but I told her if she died, I was going to eat that horse. Please do not be offended by my glib and aggressive words. I was never going to eat her horse. But yeah, this night you look comfortable dealing with your shadow, and that's gonna do you some good when you're facing things. You know, you face so much already. That's where we're at. Yeah, and the fact that it's pentacles, it's like, to me it's saying you're integrating all this to be able to now navigate the earthly world as well. Oh baby, you're so great. You're so great. How about this other person that we're talking about that's in our energy? What's going on? Page of Swords. So someone's seeking truth. Someone is out there on a mission. Their own little mission of truth. Little. I don't know why I said that. Maybe they don't feel recognized, right? Like they don't feel like what they feel like they're doing doesn't feel little. And for me to just throw the word little out there like that, maybe that's why. Is maybe they're dealing with being seen a certain way, and they're like, that's not me. That's not the true me. Maybe they know the true self. Maybe they don't, but they know what they know they aren't what other people are saying. Oh, and the two of you together. The world. Okay, this is not ambiguous, right? This is pretty definitive. We are the world. We are the children, right? Man, they're both looking at you. They're both looking over here. Like, what you gonna do? You coming? Here, get on the back of the horse with me. No, stop. Let's be real. Let's be respectful. Trip. Okay. Oh, I just put them out of order. The order matters. I've said that before, some things. So the world, I mean, it's not just everything, but it's also like the completion of things as well, like the ultimate completion. Oh, man. I'm going to let you interpret this one. I just, it's positive. It's good. And if you know this person, your thoughts will be able to figure out, like, what is a complete thing for us? What is, man, it's making something whole. It's bringing something together. I don't know. That's kind of a question mark that it's going to be left over till the end. What is it completing? What is it bringing together? What is it? And it feels like this was always supposed to happen. When you get the world card, I mean, that's the trump card, right? That is the big, that beats sorry. I'm using I use that word, the T word, as a playing card type word. Like if you've ever played Pinochle, which I used to love to play. And so that's why I use that word. So, not any other reason. Okay. Well, what is the situation? Spirit, do we want some shuffle? No. Okay. The situation. The Magician. You're coming into your full strength. Everything you have, everything you need, you have. Everything you need, you have. That's the situation. And I feel like right now you're working on bringing it out and figuring it out and tapping into it and knowing and trusting and all that good stuff about your strength. This one, the title's got to be something about your strength, right? Oh man, I hope I get a good title going. Oh, 2442, a mirror time. Mirror time. It's mirror time. Do you know what beer commercial that is? That was also said on the Ghostbusters. All right. Yeah, Spirit's reminding you of all that you are. Man, I am so happy for you. I'm so excited because this could mean so many things, like how much you're getting to know yourself and getting to know your strengths. But God dang it, Spirit, you got to put us through you got to test it to see it, right? Like, how do you know if you have the strength unless you've used it? And when do you use it? You use it when you need it. If you use strength when you don't need it, I dare say that could be bullying, right? Like, you're over strengthening. It's definitely not flow, whatever it is. But this is you finding it, finding yourself deeper and deeper and deeper. I love this for you. I truly do. And I love you. So the do for this situation, Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So Seven of Pentacles, this guy, he's just harvested, these things are ready to go, and he's had a successful run of it. I mean, look at the bush is just full of pentacles. But now he's considering, all right, is this something I want? Is this something I need to do? Is this what is going to sustain me? And related to strength, have I been mastering this because I felt like this was the limit of my strength? And now you're reconsidering like what strengths you do have. And let me tell you, darling, homie, bro, sis, when you tell yourself you've got only so much strength, that's what you feel, right? We're back to that. But yeah, and talk about there's comfort and then there's this comfort zone. Yeah. And this is saying, oh man, I'm getting the term world's best caterpillar. World's best caterpillar. Where like someone, and this isn't you, I've used it with kids before that are afraid of change. Like, if you're afraid of change, what the caterpillar would never become the butterfly if it was afraid to change. And so, like, if they don't do the next thing, they go around walking on branches, munching leaves, munching sunflower leaves, little green, angry little caterpillars, just munch, 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 and then it's time to change. And so they've got to now stop their munching, do the thing with the cocoon and the chrysalis. I don't know the difference. I'm not science. And then they go through a wackadoodle whole thing. They pretty much liquefy and whatever. Yeah. And so this is giving me that not fear of change, but kind of like, really? We're doing it? Like, yeah. So taking the time to decide and think things and just, oh man, feel things. When I said think things, Spirit was like, meh, meh. Like, yeah, but like really getting to the feeling. I got a feeling, ooh, ooh, that this card's gonna be a good card. Okay, so don't do the Hierophant. I feel like that's still stuck. So I, we all have beliefs that get passed down to us, right? And sometimes they're so subtle. Sometimes they're so subtle that you don't even know why it's a belief. And then something comes up and it's like, why do I think that way? And it takes a while. I feel like it takes a long time for you to question some of these things. The big ones, maybe, like as a late teen, you start questioning things, and then in your 20s and whatever. But I think there are things reserved for people that age and survive, that it's like a whole operating system going on based on previous stuff. And I think Spirit's saying, you reconsider it all. Like everything's on the table, except for the things you know down deep. Everything else is on the table. And how you want to see it, what you want to do with it, how you want to play it, that's all. You get to do that. And the strength you find in it, oh man, that's beautiful. And gosh dang it, we're already hitting 30 minutes. I'm trying not to do that because I want to be thoughtful of your time. But maybe you can listen to this while you're, doing something else. You know, might I'm just kidding. I was going to say something totally inappropriate. But 30-30. Okay. I mean, that's all. I don't know why I'm stalling. Because I don't want you to go. I don't want to be done. Just stay here. Just stay here and hang with me. Will you scratch my head? Right here, just like a dog. Yeah. Belly rub? No. I know where those go. All right. I love you, and I hope things are going well, and I can't wait to talk to you again. Goodbye.